By the way, this episode is sponsored by Trump RX. Just kidding.
Get your drugs. The Epstein files, you know.
Did you see the video
You sent me?
that was like...
Absolutely.
It was just regularly done. I'll kill you. Answer another question. 5 words, okay? Answer the question. Okay.
He's guilty. I'm sorry, but your attorney will never be like, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna kill you. If your attorney's threatening your life,
the fuck up,
you're guilty.
Yeah.
Enough. If the jury saw that alone, if I don't know how the law works. I did mock trial a little, and I would like to introduce the evidence of that video and say, right. Your Honor, may we play this now for the jury? I would just show it to the jury, guilty. And then just see what they decide. Get it over with. Just that video's enough.
I actually might have to do jury duty soon. Ooh. I've never done that. Have you?
Me either, no. I move around so much, they can't catch me.
Yeah. That was me for a while, but now that I'm here, they found me. I don't want to do it, but I guess you have to.
Yeah.
But, okay, actually, I've been wanting to ask you this about Epstein. If you were to, like, kind of, could you, like, encapsulate it? Because for me, at least, I'm hearing a lot of, like, trickling of information, and there's some of it's like, oh, fuck. But, like, what happened? Like, how did he, what, did he start with the Rothschilds? But how did he even start with them? Do we know that? So, do you have, like, a big picture sort of overview? If this was going to be a movie?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think we have the movie yet. I think the DOJ still has to release a lot of stuff. I have questions about when his first contact with Kathy Ruemmler was.
Yeah.
You know, he's in the circles of all of the most powerful people in the entire world. So yeah, in the banking sector, the Rothschilds, he's negotiating settlements with the Department of Justice over rich people committing tax fraud, and he's getting a huge cut of money to negotiate a settlement. It doesn't make sense. He also was supposedly, and some people say that this was a cover, but the emails suggest he was actually doing this, a consultant for taxes for rich people. I mean, Noam Chomsky, from the email, seems like Jeffrey Epstein was doing his taxes. Wow. And so he made himself useful to the most powerful people. He made himself useful, and I believe at times intelligence agencies were useful to him, including the Mossad. I believe he was also close with Russian intelligence. And so he was at the center of global capital and power for a very long time. And it's not like human trafficking in this part of the world started with him. There's like a long history of that going on for centuries. But why was Ghislaine Maxwell piloting a submarine? They were absolutely trafficking people, it seems, from these emails as well. And so to me, it feels like the concentration of wealth and power to that degree is only organized by pretty evil people who treat people in evil ways at the most interpersonal level, to the extent of the most abstract level, in terms of allowing wealthy people to withhold and hoard wealth and resources from the population of the world. And he's at the center of it. And so I don't know how he got there. I think that's the biggest question.
Yeah.
How do you go from a professor to the head of a cabal?
Right. That's a really good way to put it, though. The head of a cabal. My dog is very hungry. I will feed her soon, but that's the noise. I'm not keeping anyone locked in my apartment, if that's...
I believe you.
But anyway, I can show you my dog. Anyway, for proof. But
it's just a picture of your dog, like redacted.
She's right there, actually. I don't know if you can see.
That black box.
That's crazy. What do you think is like the craziest thing that we've heard Which one's actually like legit true? I'm gonna feed her while you're answering this. So go ahead. Like,
This is
keep
a
talking.
good question. What is actually true? Well, I think the fact that they were obviously human trafficking people alongside Donald Trump. Like, that being true is crazy. And like, it's not as if we have the smoking gun. We don't have Trump saying, I'm doing this with Jeffrey Epstein in an email or something. But we do have a lot of testimony from the court cases of victims of people saying Donald Trump was doing the most disgusting things, judging girls who are tweens, you know, from the ages of 8 to 14, judging their genitals, and giving them rankings, auctioning them off, you know? Now we have Ted Lieu saying that in the unredacted files, we have clear evidence of Donald Trump raping children. To me, that's the craziest. That, like, there is concrete evidence of the president of the United States doing that.
And Ted Lieu, I mean, obviously, files are coming out. There's some, you know, there was some calls into this hotline that were pretty graphic, implicating Trump. But to have a congressperson saying that in the files yet to be released, there's proof of this is pretty insane. And actually, I'm surprised it hasn't been more blown up. But I guess that's why we might be going to war with Iran. So,
and aliens are real now.
And now, yeah, aliens. He's throwing both of them out. He's throwing war and aliens. So,
yeah,
damn. Yeah, because, you know, there's a couple people, former colleagues who we know, who we won't name, are skeptical.
Right. Yeah,
Skeptical.
I think that. How do you become skeptical the moment the mountain of evidence drops? You know what? Now I'm skeptical. Listen, I think that there are people who genuinely believe that, and I think that there are people who, for a certain amount of money, would say that. And I don't know who's who anymore, and that's a little bit concerning about our media environment. But here, I'll give you an exclusive. I don't think anything's going to come from this if I talk about it. Like,
yeah.
But I don't know if you can see it or if it's going to be backwards.
Kathy.
Okay, so this is
not sure who it is.
A phone number I got from the Epstein files. And it is the cell phone of Kathy Ruemmler, who was...
Because it said KR, and I was like, is that Kathy Ruemmler?
I said, hey, Kathy, give me a call when you get a chance. She didn't pick up. So then she replied, not sure who this is, ... What a mistake. I almost said, what an idiot. Kathy, please text me back. You're not an idiot. But this is basically confirming I got the right first name, which is why I said it like that, because that sounds like I already know her and she should be expecting my call.
Right. No, good thinking.
Which is the type of text that you're like, oh, am I supposed to be in touch with this person?
Right.
You know, I'm playing mind games.
New number?
Right.
New number?
But I kind of knew that she was low-key autistic by the emails and that this could get her. But anyway, she didn't get back to me. But her situation's crazy. Top lawyer under Obama. Within a few weeks of leaving the Obama administration is meeting with Jeffrey Epstein. And then consistently meeting with him for years, getting flowers from him on a regular basis, having meals with him on a regular basis, going on vacation with him. She's negotiating deals at the highest level, getting involved in cases that lead her to become an attorney at Goldman Sachs. And she won the CIA's highest honor, which we don't know is a real award, right? It was a secret for a long time. She says in an email to Jeffrey, I won the CIA's highest honor from John Brennan. And he was the director of the CIA when Rumler was handling Dianne Feinstein's torture oversight investigation. Rumler was at the center of evidence suppression, becoming a huge controversy for the CIA's torture report. And so then she wins the CIA's highest medal. The timeline is so close that it feels like the two are related. That she got a pat on the back from the director of the CIA for helping suppress the early interrogation methods used in terrorist detention facilities by the CIA.
Yeah. And just to think of like, okay, her ties with all of that, her ties with Epstein, Epstein's ties with Mossad and Russia, and like how much more like are the implications that we just have no idea about. It's pretty incredible.